Welcome, GDL. This is Professor AJ coming to you for a pre debate interview with GDL 23 charter schools. We will be, or we have Mr. Drew Lindsay here with us as he is arguing in the affirmative specialized choice slash charter schools have a positive impact on education for black children. Okay. How are you doing today, Mr. Lindsay?
I am doing pretty well. It's 70 degrees
Oh,
in
that's
Milwaukee,
awesome.
Wisconsin, so I'm doing pretty well.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for participating and being a part of GDL. We usually have this pre-debate interview in order to get a feel for our debaters and how their preparation is going. All right, how are you? How do you feel about your upcoming debate?
I feel I feel great. I don't know that I will. I feel like opinions on this issue are fairly set, so I don't know how well I'll do swaying people. But this is an issue I've been thinking about and arguing about for years. I live in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is like one of the birthplaces of the school choice movement in the United States, and so there's a decades long history of that practice here in Milwaukee. So I'm thought about it. I've got lots of history to talk about and all that stuff. So I'm good to go.
Okay, that's awesome. In in this preparation, is there anything that you are looking for your opponent for to come towards you with, as far as like an angle or?
I suppose when I prepare for these type of debates, I will try to be sort of ready for any angle that they bring. I I do, this debate has been raging for years. Like so many things, education has become so polarized in this country, right? So it's become such a left-right issue, and I feel like I'm pretty well aware of all the things. So like, I guess I'm just going to spend the debate prep trying to think of something I have not heard before. Um, but no, I think I'm prepared for any any angle that will come. Of course, everyone says that before the debate.
Well, again, I know that debating is sometimes difficult for a lot of people, especially the difference between going back and forth on the Facebook and having to defend it in real life, or real time rather. That could be challenging. So again, we want to say thank you for that. Are you all clear with the rules?
I am clear. I will make sure to. I just reread them today. I mean, first of all, the rules, yes, and then the format. I'll just make sure I go over it a couple times and make sure that that I have a real sense for what's coming, so everything can flow well.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, we want to ask you, and this is a little opportunity for us to get the debate going,
Mm-hmm.
pump each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say to your opponent?
But beforehand,
Yeah, right now.
okay. To my opponent, um, um, okay, I'm going to be yes. I'll say this when we start the debate. Um, I have no idea if my opponent works in public schools or anything like that. Uh, I went to public schools. I've worked in public schools. Um, I have zero doubt that most people who work in public schools, like me, and like the people that are doing their best and want nothing but the best, right? Um, it is the system that is the problem, and that's all I will say for now. So it's nothing against, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes these debates get into like, these lazy teachers or anything. It's nothing like that. It has absolutely nothing to do. You know, I've worked with public school teachers are some of my favorite people, and the people who care about children the most. So like, it's not about that. So that I will say that off the bat, because I would most certainly say that at the beginning of the debate next week. So if my opponent is, working in public schools or believes in public schools for that reason, there's absolutely zero ill will toward anyone who works in public schools. I think most often people who work in public schools are people who really care about children, right? So I will say that off the bat. Well, I could have talked smack. I didn't talk smack there. That was more of an olive branch.
The talking smack is open for right now. Like I said, it's expected that the debaters will be respectful, but talking smack is still a little healthy sometimes, especially in the competition. So, it was respectful. So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I don't think so. I think I'll save it for the debate, and it'll just be a matter of, as I said, I will be coming for the system, not for the people who work in that system. I will be taking dead aim at the system itself, which I think is fairly easy to do. So.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. I am going to say thank you right now, and we will see everybody, or at least see you on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for GDL 23 Charter Schools. Thank you, Mr. Lindsay.
Sounds great.
We're going to bring on Miss Taylor. I will see you on Thursday, sir.
Okay, take it easy, everybody.
All right, we are going to now bring on Miss Katina Taylor, or Dr. Katina Taylor. Hello, Miss Taylor. You're muted still.
Hey. There we go. Good evening. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for asking.
No, thank you for coming, and thank you for being a part of our debate league again.
Yes. I was excited to see this topic. This is awesome.
Yes, and like I said, this isn't your first rodeo. You've done this before.
Yes.
So, you were arguing in the negative, right?
Absolutely.
How is your research going? You can tell us about your research and your preparation.
Research. I am the research. My kids that I work with every day are the research.
Okay.
In addition to being in the education, ecosystem for 15 plus years, really 23 years now. But more formally, of course, in the four walls of classrooms in school buildings for 15. But, it's really interesting that our white liberal brother, reformist, says that charter schools have a positive impact on education for Black children. If it has a positive impact on Black children, why wouldn't it have a positive impact on all children? Why don't we see charter schools opening up in suburban areas, rural areas? We only see them opening up in predominantly African American or poor communities, urban communities. And there's no data to support that they outperform the traditional public school system. That is not to say that the traditional public school system is educating our children well. They are not.
All right. Well, don't show your hand too much.
I mean, I'm just saying. He said he's from Milwaukee, the birthplace of charters. Yeah.
Don't show your hand too much. We still want to be live. Yeah. We still want to be live. I see that you all pumped up, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Like this is something near and dear to me every day, because I see our children struggling, no matter where they are across this country. And the school choice movement is certainly a movement of conservatives. They've had a lot of people buy into it that are not conservative. But you always have to watch what's being attacked, what's being addressed, what's being done. And that always shows you the hand of your oppressor.
Okay. Well, again, we want to say thank you because, like I said with Mr. Lindsay, that we understand and recognize how difficult sometimes it is in order to, go back and forth on Facebook as opposed to getting into a live debate where you have to stand up and defend your ideologies or your stance. Period. So we want to say thank you for participating.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. I want to encourage everybody to tune in and be with us because we ready to go. It's gonna be awesome. But I am coming like for blood. Like I ain't playing.
Okay.
I know he was kind and gentle and all the things, and I will be as well. But I'm passionate about this, and so I'm coming.
Okay. All right. Well, are you clear on the rules?
I am. Thank you so much for sending them over. I will continue to review them to make sure I'm not out of pocket. And I'm just excited to have this challenge, have this debate. And hopefully the thing is like I want viewers that already have an opinion, but I'm so hoping that people that don't have an opinion or don't know what is or is not working for children, period, will tune in so that they can be educated and then make an opinion for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, like I said, I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, so as we close, I'm going to give you the same opportunity as I gave Mr. Lindsay. Is there anything you'd like to say to your opponent?
Be ready.
That's it?
Be ready.
Okay. Okay. Well, you heard from Mr. Drew Lindsay and Miss Dr. Katina Taylor. My apologies again. Get ready this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, GDL 23 charter schools. Tune in. This is going to be definitely a live one. All right. Thank you, Dr. Taylor. Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. We will see you on Thursday.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
Right. And on behalf of GDL, this is Professor Lowe. Just want to say, Professor AJ, I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. And we look forward to seeing you on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for GDL 23 charter schools. Until next time.